Hello, friends.
Welcome. We thought we would answer another question that we got as a follow-up from our video on ego.
And the question is, how do we tell the difference between our thoughts and our feelings?
This is a great question. I would get it all the time when I worked at Dell. I ran a leadership development program, and I would put folks in breakout rooms, and I would tell them, do this exercise. And one of them was kind of noticing what thoughts they were having and then noticing what feelings they were having, among other things. And I would get folks that come out of the breakout room and they'd say, wait a minute, but how do I tell the difference between the thought that I'm thinking and the feeling that I'm feeling? And most of us think about our feelings rather than actually feeling our feelings. So feelings are called feelings because you feel them in your body.
Yes.
Tightness in your chest, upset stomach, racing heart, butterflies in your stomach. And most of us just think about kind of what's going on. And usually that means that we're worrying and we're ruminating and we're kind of telling ourselves a story about whatever the feeling is that we're feeling means. And that's fine. But if you're one of these people who can't really tell the difference, the first step is to just allow yourself to start feeling them without the tape running in your head, without the narrative about what it means and where this is going and what the future holds, or you're worrying about the past and you're feeling ashamed about that thing that you said in 6th grade. So just dropping that and then noticing what's the physical sensation that's going on.
One of the practices that I like to do in my own life is a naming practice. And I'll do it first thing in the morning and as I'm going to bed at night. And that is, what are the top feelings that I'm experiencing right now? And so I'll name them, each of the 5 feelings that I'm feeling. And then I'll ask the question, where am I feeling them in my body? And being able to identify what the feeling name is and then where it is in my body helps me with attunement and being able to also regulate my experience.
There's this idea, I think, that if we do something like feel our feelings or name our feelings, then somehow we'll make them bigger or they'll be more of a problem. And in fact, the opposite is true. You can think of it almost like, how a little kid, when they want your attention, they're like, Mom, 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 Mom. And they just get louder and louder and louder. And then, it's the same with our own internal experience. We kind of need to be the parent and just turn our head toward whatever our experience is and say, okay, what do you need? What tell me your story? And so feel the feeling and just attune to it. And it then very quickly will quiet down.
As you remember you, make sure that you are including your feelings in your experience. We're also going to include the feeling wheel, which is a fantastic little tool for you to find specifically what nuanced feelings are in your experience.
Yes. Very good. Thank you, love.
You're welcome. Thank y'all. Bye for now.
Bye. Ta-da!